Hi, hello everyone, my name is Lachlan and today I am giving you all what you seem to want, an unexpected but much awaited room tour. So I was looking back over the videos I made in the past year and I realized and remembered that in September of 2016, in the first episode of the vlog series, I promised you all a room tour once everything was set up. Well, it's been set up for about 5 months now, so without going into any more detail about why and how and all that, let me just get straight into the room tour. Starting off in the most boring corner of the room here, you can see my wardrobe, my dirty clothes basket, some towels and my fan, and also here in this shot you can see my bed. It's a double bed, it's where I spend about 7 hours a night, occasionally a couple of hours in the day depending on how I slept the night before. But what you're really interested in is some of the more interesting stuff. So here is the top of my bookcase and also my film collection. Here you'll see my Canon AE1, currently with a 35 to 70mm f4 lens on it, also a 70 to 210mm lens, which I can't remember the aperture for right now, my 50mm FD 1.8, and next to that, after the film is not dead sign, a new Polaroid camera that my friend Esmeralda gave me the other day. Behind all that camera stuff is a cabinet full of film, mostly black and white stuff that I haven't shot right now. I have a huge backlog of film to try and work my way through. And on top is one of my prized possessions, a Zorky rangefinder film camera, next to a suitably sized Boba Fett. Moving a little further down, I have the rest of my bookshelf, as in the actual shelves themselves. There are 8 cubbies, each of them dedicated to different things. The top 2 are dedicated to my Canon ATD and lens kit, and my Canon EOS M and lens kit. Below that are some toiletries and some medications, things like that. I've got some books down there along with a Nikormat film camera that I doesn't actually use all that much anymore. Below that I have some gaming supplies, and then the rest of it is pretty much just power storage, not gonna lie. As we continue to rotate around the room, here are these 2 IKEA lac tables, one of which is holding my printer, my document storage box which is currently empty, and my spare laptop that I'm trying to get rid of, and the other one is pretty much empty except for a light, and the reason for that is that I can actually take it out and use it for top-down product shoots, which you may have seen in my previous video. And underneath these I also actually keep a lot of film gear in milk crates, which are pretty much the perfect size to just slide underneath these tables right in between the legs. It's beautiful. And that of course brings us to that sexy thing behind me, and that is my desk and my computer setup. The desk is an IKEA number, the name of which I can't remember. It's got 2 drawers though, and it also has cable management in the back. The 2 drawers I pretty much just use to keep track of stationery and also a whole bunch of cables I hope I never have to use again because they're woefully unorganized. Starting from left to right on the desk itself, I have an iPhone speaker dock which makes my alarms really loud and gets me out of bed, next to which I usually keep a bottle of water so that I stay hydrated throughout the day. Next to that I have a lens mug which I'm currently using to keep the pitiful amount of small change that I have, and next to that is a Sony SRS X11 speaker, a Bluetooth speaker that gives surprisingly good sound, especially when compared to my laptop's built-in. Speaking of my computer, I pretty much keep it plugged into the LG 24-inch display that I have constantly, and the computer itself is a mid-2015 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro, one of the lower tier ones that doesn't have dedicated graphics and not necessarily the fastest processor, but it more than gets the job done for me. And that's pretty much it for my room. It's a very small room. It's not cramped, but it is small. The only other things that you're really going to be able to see in the room itself are the posters that are on the wall behind me in frame pretty much all the time, and my photo wall that I am still slowly but surely growing, which stands above the IKEA lac table. But that's pretty much it. I'm not entirely sure why everyone is so gung-ho about room tours and setup tours and things like that, but I know that I am one of those people. I am constantly drawn to them on the internet. They do things like inspire me to try and get my cable management on point, even though I'm probably never going to be able to. So I thought, given that I promised it in episode 1, that I would make episode 3 of the vlog series all about my room. Hopefully that's as nice and quick as I thought it was when I was recording. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit subscribe. The button's on screen right now, where you can also check out my Instagram page and a couple of related/recommended videos. But that's it from me for now. Have a wonderful day/evening. I hope to see you all in the next video. But for now, goodbye, internet.